Welcome to 4.2. Today we're going to talk about what happens when we revise the Articles of Confederation at the Constitutional Convention. Let's get started. So the Articles of Confederation need a revision. Shays' Rebellion is super scary, so they meet in Philadelphia to discuss some changes. They're going to meet in 1787. There are so many problems, however, that they decided to start over. Fixing this will take too long. Let's just write a new one. And again, there's George Washington. So in 1787, the Founding Fathers, which is the group of men who created the government, met in Philadelphia to revise or change the Articles of Confederation. Once the meeting started, delegates decided to create a whole new form of government instead of revising the Articles. Big states had a plan. It's not fair that the small states get the same amount of votes as we do. We have more people. Representation should be based on population. So that's the Virginia plan. It's the big state plan. Small states didn't, so they also had a bicameral legislature like the House of Burgesses. The small states were really concerned, though, that they would lose their say. And again, an important word. Bicameral means two houses, like bicycle, or really bi just means two. Legislature is the part of government that makes the laws. Small states had their own plan. They were concerned that small states like New Jersey would lose their say. They fought for a representative government, so big states shouldn't have all the power. Virginia didn't like this plan because they had fewer people. So Roger Sherman proposed a compromise, which was later called the Great Compromise. They would have a bicameral two-house legislature. In the Senate, each state would receive 2 votes. And in the House of Representatives, representation would be based on population. So again, the Great Compromise, you need to know the Virginia plan suggested 3 branches of government and representation based on population. The New Jersey plan, the small state plan, recommends equal representation. So they compromised. They created a 2-house bicameral Congress with 1 house based on population, the House of Representatives, and the other house based on equality, so the Senate. So Senate is equal, House is based on population. So everything was settled until. So does this mean the South can count slaves for representation? Because the North has more people and it's not fair. Hold on. Massachusetts banned slavery. Dun, dun, dun. So Massachusetts wanted to know, will slaves have the vote? Will you pay taxes on them like on other citizens? So the South threatened to leave. They were going to walk. If we can't count our slaves, we're out forever. Bye-bye. Without the South, the country didn't have enough of the economy to survive, so they had to compromise. And they were counting on slavery not spreading. So they agreed to count 3 out of every 5 people who are enslaved for representation. So there's the 3/5 compromise. Although the South used slaves as property, Southerners wanted to count slaves toward their population so they could have more representation. Northerners and Southerners agreed to have 3 out of every 5 slaves count towards population. The states will love this. It's great. The central government has too much power. Again, we need a Bill of Rights. Would the Constitution pass or would it? Dun, dun, dun. That's it. We'll see you next time.